What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you the exact script that allowed me to sign my first few SMA clients, because we all know getting to your first 5, getting your first 10 grand month with your agency is the most difficult part. And trust me, I've been through that. I'm currently at 40 grand a month. And in the past, it was unbelievably difficult to sign clients because you would get on sales calls all the time and prospects would be like, where's your case studies? Where's your testimonials? How can you show you know what you're doing when you're not even showing anything? And this happened for so many months until I discovered this script and the way to get around that. So my hope by the end of this video is you using this script and getting around all of the objections relating, why are you beginner? Why can't you be a big company? I'm just going to sign up with this big company. And this should allow you to sign those prospects who are in that position. So first off, we have to understand the differences between a small company and a big company, because obviously we are a small company. We're right here. And we have to understand, why are prospects always going down here for big companies? Why do they want the big companies and not us? And there's a few simple reasons. One is they have much more experience. They can probably spam you with case studies all they want. I got John million listings. I got this guy $5,000 in new revenue in 2 days, or whatever the hell the case study is. All of these massive companies have a boatload of case study because they've been in the game for a long time. They have lots of people on their team and they can handle it. And that's my next point, which is scalability. They can basically take on an infinite amount of clients because they're ready for it. They're expecting it. They have the sales systems in place to take these clients on. You, on the other hand, you don't have a lot to compete against those companies. And what you have to do, use the cons of those big companies in order to sell yourself and why they need to work with us. And the big point around cons for big companies is personalization. And it's not going to be, hey, look, I'm selling you on a program. You're going to be working with me. It's, hey, look, I'm going to sell you this program, but then you're going to be tossed over to a VA. Then you're going to be tossed over to an onboarding manager. Then you're going to be tossed over to a VA who's running the ads and has only been clicking buttons because he's just making a $5 wage. So this is the con of a big company. And when we're selling prospects, we have to realize that you are going to work with me and only me. And I'm going to show you the script for this in a second. Next one, again, very similar. It's outsourced work. So it's just going to be VAs in the Philippines that's going to be running your ads. And instead of working with me, again, I'm very similar country as you. If you're in the West or anything like this, you're going to be working with that guy on the other side of the world. And you will never talk to him because he's in a different time zone. You might even not even be able to interact with the guy who's running your ads. So these are massive cons. If you're talking about this from a realtor perspective, a roofer perspective, they want to work with someone in their own country, or someone around them, or you can even speak their language. So first takeaway is we're going to be selling these cons. We're going to be selling the cons of the big companies as much as possible. The next thing is we're going to be selling the pros of a small company. So the pros of working with us versus those guys over there who might be doing $1 million every month, but again, have those onboarding issues where you're being tossed to 3 people, and you have all these sales issues where you're not even working with the person who's selling, you're working with someone who you don't even know. So with a small company, personalization is a massive component. It is only me you're working with. I will be here responding to your emails, to your messages within 2 to 3 hours, every single time, guaranteed. Because, hey, look, you are the guy I need to get amazing results for me to get my next case study. So you have to make them realize it is a pro that you're small. Because if I'm small, you're just going to be working with me. There's no onboarding manager. There's no VA. I'm doing everything for you. The next thing is focus attention. So you're getting all of my effort. You're getting every single hour of my day is going to you to getting you that amazing results. And I'll blow it out of the water for you. Because if I don't, how am I going to grow my business? How am I going to get that case study that this massive business has already? How am I going to get 5,000 case studies that this massive business has? Whatever, exaggeration, you get what I mean. The next thing is effort over experience. So essentially, yeah, this company has a lot of case studies, has a lot of results, and that's because they've been in the game for years. They're spending millions of dollars on marketing. For me, for my lack of experience, the only way I counter that is with effort. With myself, you're getting daily check-ins with me. And you're only texting me. I'm going to be sending you how the ads are doing, how the messaging is doing. Am I going to change the creatives today? Am I going to change the copy today? Am I going to be trying a different strategy? And I'm going to make up that experience with pure brute force effort. And that's it. My whole life is really just to get you amazing results right now. My company's small, and it's a reason for me to put all my effort into making this thing work. And what I just gave you is the way to ethically sell something when you're a beginner. Because you're selling the fact that you're inexperienced. You're selling the fact that it's much more personalized. You're getting all my effort. Because if you're an unethical person, which a lot of agency owners do, let's just fake this case study. Let's just buy them on Fiverr. Let's just try to fake this client result from this Facebook ad that I never ran, but someone else's Facebook ad. It doesn't matter. I'm going to sell my prospects on that. Use that as social proof. I would never recommend anybody in their lives to do that. I would just recommend them to just use this damn script. Because one, you're admitting that you're small. You're telling the truth at every single point while also selling prospects and also setting the expectation for them that you're small and you're figuring things out. But even though you're figuring things out, you're getting all of the attention. And the attention and the personalization is what matters. And you're not going to be going through 4 or 5 people to get that result. So I just told you the backstory behind this script that I have right here. And now let's get into the actual script. So putting this all together, I've developed a script for you guys that you can just take and use this in your sales system. If you want to use it here, just screenshot it. It's right here, but let me walk you through it. Look, you can go with someone who's more established, but all they're going to do is just hand you off to some account rep or some VA in the Philippines that they barely train. You're just going to be a number for them. For me, you're all I got. Well, I don't have an experience, I'll make up for an effort. The promise that I can make for you is that I'm better than some VA they'll put through a 1-month training program. And this is what we're going to call a perception versus reality close. This close right here is what I learned from Alex Ramosi. I always use this perception versus reality close. So we're going to use this for, they have a perception right now that this $9,000 agency that is experienced is higher value because they have case studies and results. But the reality is something different. So this is the way we're going to frame this. It appears as though agency name is more experienced, but that's the perception and not even a reality. After you sign these guys up with the sales guy, John, let's say, they're just going to hand you off to another person who's your onboarding rep, Mark. Then this person who's entirely trained just to do onboarding is just literally going to repeat everything you said to them on the sales call. Then after Mark, he's going to hand you off to some VA he'll never talk to. He's just going to set up your advertising. He doesn't even speak English, and he's just going to click buttons on a computer. Your account is going to be with some VA who took some skills on Upwork, who's paid $5 an hour from this agency. You're not working with this massive company. You're only getting the one guy across the world clicking buttons, and it's likely that this person also handles dozens of other clients for this agency, and it'll take days to get back to you. This VA's job is just going to be, I'm going to meet with my manager once a week to manage these client accounts and make sure they don't cancel. That's all they care about. This is going to be your deliverable with this agency. And I want you to talk about my company everywhere. And in order to do that, I have to completely blow that company out of the water. And I feel entirely confident that I can do that. So even though the perception right now for you looks like they're a more valuable company, the reality is you're going to get a 10x better service from me, myself. The truth is, the problem is, I'm not going to be like this for long. As my agency gets bigger, I know that the personalization will go down. This is just the reality of it. The truth is, I have 5 other people in real estate in my calendar for this week, and I only have a certain amount of personalization I can provide for my clients before I have to hire. So this is the time to get in for my agency to get all of this personalization, unlike all of these other agencies. But you're going to benefit from the fact it's just me, but I can promise you, you'll get 10x results from my agency. So that's the script. That's around the tonality I would use when I'm pitching something like this. And you don't have to use this exact script. You can edit as you like, or if you want to change the way it's written so it's your own tonality and your own voice, completely fine. But that's how we're going to sell people on us being inexperienced. And we're going to sell people on the fact that we're smaller. We're going to use our disadvantage to our advantage in this scenario and frame it as in it's a better route for them to take. So I hope you guys enjoy this. You can join my community in the descriptions, and this script's going to be in there completely for free. So just click that in there, join up, and if you enjoyed, subscribe and like, that'd be amazing. Goodbye.